Ramadan Radio, 87.9 FM.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Ramadan FM 2021. This is our first live show here on Ramadan FM. Hopefully you can all hear us. We're streaming live on the website ramadanfm.com. We're also live on 87.9 FM in Milton Keynes. You're joined by myself, Faisal. I'm in charge of the production here at Ramadan FM, and I'm also with Kunza.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Ramadan FM. 2021, 1 year on, we made it, isn't it? It's been a very difficult year, I'm sure, for many of you. And what better way to celebrate the end of it, hopefully, by going through Ramadan, inshallah.
Amazing. So this is a welcome show. We're going to be speaking to all the volunteers, hopefully, inshallah, who are doing shows on Ramadan FM. And I can see we've got some people lined up in the queue already. So let's speak to Ibrahim first of all. Assalamu alaikum, Ibrahim. Can you hear me? I can see Ibrahim is on mute.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam. How are you doing?
I'm very well, brother. Alhamdulillah. You'll see me shortly, inshallah.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Yeah, that is a good point. We are streaming with webcams this year, which is brand new for us on Ramadan FM. So if you log on to the Facebook or the YouTube page, you can actually see us there on camera as well, and I can see you there on screen, Ibrahim. So tell us, what show are you presenting this year?
Inshallah ta'ala, I'll be doing two shows, inshallah. Number one, I believe, which will be next week, inshallah, about welcoming Ramadan, a little introductory talk, or you can say a mini reminder regarding welcoming the blessed month of Ramadan, talking about what makes it special to us, what it makes it mean something to us as Muslims, etc. And in the next following weeks, inshallah, coming to the end of Ramadan, I'll be discussing about the youngsters, the youth, and what makes it something, what makes them an integral role into us in society. In other words, the youngsters, our future, etc. So that's the crux of what I'll be discussing during this blessed month of Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala.
Fantastic. So two shows this year. When did you say they were?
When? Or?
Yeah, when?
Oh, beg your pardon? When? One of them, it will be next. Big apologies. I think the dates. I might need to recheck them again. Apologies. It'll be next Monday, if I can recall, at 4 o'clock to 4:30, inshallah. And the other one, I have to double check the date, inshallah.
No problem. We have the schedule up on the website ramadanfm.com, so listeners can go there to check the show times. Great to speak to you. Anything else you want to say to Milton Keynes?
I would like to say that I've really looked forward to it. I'd love to, inshallah, absolute pleasure to be joining, inshallah, and seeing all the fantastic, speakers and guests who are going to come by and benefit us, inshallah. And again, I really look forward to it, really, inshallah. And I hope to see you guys soon, inshallah. Allah bless you all.
Fantastic. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, we also have Hannah on the line, who will be presenting the Revet show this year. Assalamu alaikum, Hannah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. I'm well. Thank you for asking. So excited. I can't believe it's live already. It's been a past few weeks. I think a lot of the volunteers were practicing with the radio, with the software, and it was nice to hear it in the background. But now that it's live, it's even nicer. Mashallah, everyone can hear and enjoy.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but it doesn't feel like Ramadan for me just yet. Perhaps it will do tomorrow.
Yeah, it's strange for me because, alhamdulillah, I became a Muslim 9 years ago, and when I first started fasting Ramadan, it was in the summer months. I think my first Ramadan was in August, so I always associate Ramadan with long, warm, summer days. And now it's, we had the snow yesterday, and the days, of course, are long, but they're slightly shorter. So it feels different, alhamdulillah.
Definitely. Tell us about your show this year.
Yes, alhamdulillah, I've been given the opportunity to do the Reverts show, and this year we inshallah gonna have a theme, and the theme will be on the 5 pillars of Islam from the Reverts perspective. So I tried putting the poster, the lovely poster made by Sister Sarah, on my avatar. So maybe you can see the mosque and the pillars of within the mosque. Yes, mashallah, jazakallah khair. So every week on Saturday at 1:15 to 2 p.m. after the Dhuhr done, inshallah, we have different guests, 1 or 2 guests each week. And we're going to start with talking about fasting. And next, the week after, inshallah, we talk about charity. After that, we talk about salah, the ritual prayer. And then in the final week, inshallah, we talk to a revert sister who did her umrah. And we're going to, inshallah, find out how it is to do an umrah as a revert. So really excited to host the show this year, inshallah.
And you've also been involved with other aspects of the radio this year. How are you finding that?
Yes, I'm going to be producing a couple of shows. And you know what? It's when I first joined, I didn't really have any idea what it would involve, but I just need to say the amount of preparation that I think the broader team has done. Like, even though I'm the producer, I feel like I'm just kind of, pushing the buttons that you have all set in place. So, I've been listening to the radio the past few years, and of course, you can tell there's a massive amount of work and dedication going into the radio, but it's like clockwork. Everything is planned to the dot, and it's really amazing. So thanks to you and the whole team for making it happen.
Fantastic stuff. Okay, well, let's have a listen to your promotion, your trailer for the show, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Hannah from The Reverts Show. Join me and my special guests every Saturday at 1:15 p.m. for friendly conversations about the 5 pillars of Islam. What are the Reverts' perspectives on the joys and challenges of prayer, fasting, charity, and the pilgrimage? Find out by tuning in to The Reverts Show every Saturday at 1:15 p.m.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. That was Sister Hannah's Reverts show ad, which, as you just heard, is on the 5 pillars from a Reverts perspective. That'll be a really interesting show, inshallah. I'm really looking forward to hearing it, actually, on Saturdays, as Sister Hannah just mentioned, straight after the Zohar Azan. So we have somebody else who's joined us as well, on another volunteer who's also doing a very interesting show this year, and that's Sister Marva with Sister Hala. Sister Marva, if you want to unmute yourself and let us know what your show is about.
Assalamu alaikum, Kinda and Faisal. Ramadan Kareem, inshallah. Can I speak Arabic or English?
Both would be great, actually, for both listeners.
Okay. I'm Marwa. I'm Egyptian woman. I'm married and I have 4 kids, all of them boys. Okay. Inshallah, my program in Ramadan every Thursday with me and Hala in vitamin salt. I choose this vitamin. It's important information about every Muslim. Siyam, Salah, Sabr and Sadaqah. Yes, Sabr and Sadaqah. Me and Hala, inshallah, I will talk Arabic and Hala translate it in English, inshallah.
Inshallah. So that was the Vitamin S show. It's a very interesting name. I really liked the name, actually, when you both came up with it. It stands for all the S's, right?
Thank you.
Yes, great. And that's, as Sister Marva said, that's on Thursdays. It's on Thursdays from 1:30 to 2. Perfect.
Anything else you'd like to say? Ramadan Mubarak to anybody, or any other messages? No, I think she's gone. Okay, let's move on to our next presenter. We have Sherza on the line. Assalamu alaikum, Sherza.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. How are you?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good as well, thanks.
So you're coming back again with us. You were doing a show last year as well, first time last year. How does it feel to be back?
Really excited to be back. I'm really excited to do something different this time as well. So this year I'm doing the Ramadan Reading Retreat show with 2 other co-hosts. And it's just going to be a show about books and reading and the importance of learning new knowledge as Muslims. So every week we're going to focus on a particular theme and have a book related to that theme, have a children's book as well for the younger viewers, and just have some guest speakers to speak about that particular theme as well.
Perfect. When is that show then?
So our first show is on Saturday at 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. and it's going to be on reading as transformational. So just about how we read to like change our perspective on things and learn new things, and about the Quran as well. So we're really excited for the first show on Saturday.
Perfect. And how did you go about choosing the topics for these shows? Obviously, there are so many books out there about Islam, talking about Islam, interpretations of the Quran and so on, and, you know, much more in-depth books as well. So what was the choosing process behind?
So me and my co-host Aisha and Rumaisa, we've actually read quite a lot of books, but we wanted to do books that people might have not read or delved into, or books from less known readers, and so we could read new things as well. So we just really started off by choosing themes and then moved on to just new books that are out there, or books we haven't heard of in the past that could kind of relate to those themes. And I know there's another reading show as well, the one about reclaiming your heart by that book. So we just wanted to do something that was like less known books and something new for people as well.
Yes, that sounds great. I'm really looking forward to that show. Let's have a listen about your ad on book review.
Some say home is where the heart is, others may suffer from heartache, and some are even described as wearing their hearts on their sleeve. Hearts are the center of our being, a vessel sensitive to the deeds of the body, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Join me, Habiba Salim, every Tuesday from 4:30 till 5:30 as we explore the ways in which one can attain a sound heart, reviewing Yasmin Mujahid's book, Reclaim Your Heart, which will hopefully help us learn how to preserve this spiritual organ in this ever-changing and turbulent world.
So clearly that was the wrong ad. That was the ad for the other book review show. We will play the right ad in a second. See, even I make mistakes despite being on this system all day for the last 3 months or so. We will find the correct ad. There it is, Ramadan Reading Retreat adverts. This is Sherza's show, which will be on a Saturday, Ramadan Reading Retreat.
Venture into the world of Islamic literature and writing with our new show, Ramadan Reading Retreat.
Aisha, Rumaisa and Sherza will bring to the airwaves all things bookish, from e-readers to the dog-eating debate.
Join us as we discuss topics such as our Ramadan reads, modern Muslim publishing, transformational books, and reading in the modern age.
Everyone is welcome to our retreat every Saturday at 3 p.m.
Fantastic stuff.
Yes, I like the bird noises in the background. It just makes
The
it
special-
feel very chilled.
Yeah, I like the effects as well. That was really well put together. Okay, we're going to read out a few messages that have come through. If you comment on the Facebook, your message will come through directly to us, and same with the YouTube as well. We've had a message from Sadia, which says, "Yay, so excited." I think a lot of us are really excited about the coming of Ramadan FM. Thank you for that message. There is a WhatsApp number as well. If you go onto the website, ramadanfm.com, click on the WhatsApp link, it will open your phone in WhatsApp ready to kind of send a message to us. So you can send a message to us through there, or you can see it on the screen. There's a little banner here. The number is showing up on the screen right now. It's 07591 970 241. I'll repeat that a little bit later on, but otherwise it's up on the website, ramadanfm.com.
Yes, perfect. Do send us your WhatsApp messages. We'll read them out. Facebook messages, we'll read those out. And here's Sadia to tell us a bit more about her show. Assalamu alaikum, Sadia.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you perfectly.
Okay, how are you, Kanza?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we are good. We are good. Ramadan Mubarak. The Ramadan is from tomorrow, right? In
Yes.
UK.
Yes, it is. The British Muslim Council has confirmed. We're just waiting for MKMA to confirm for us as well, inshallah.
Oh, okay. All right. So we are going to have it from, inshallah, from 14th.
It depends
Yes,
on
in fact, every year we get presenters from different countries. So Sadia is actually from Pakistan. You used to live in Milton Keynes, didn't you?
Yes. We were living in Milton Keynes, and then we moved here, and we are just very lucky to still volunteering there in Ramadan FM.
Yes, we're really lucky to have you every year. This year, you're in fact doing 3 shows.
Yes. Basically, my kids, they always wait for Ramadan and they prepare something like every single day. They make starting from like 15 days before, and they start to make this journal and they start writing what they're gonna do or say during the Ramadan show. And they, of course, they know that they're going live on Facebook as well, and people are watching them. So they're really very excited about this, and I think it is really very good for the little kids to basically get this kind of exposure. So I really encourage them to do this, and they just enjoy themselves a lot. And it encourages them as well to have a little bit of research on Ramadan.
Yeah. No, it's great to get the kids involved. In fact, through the month as well, we always have shows that are more appropriate for children to listen to. We have the Kids Hour in the morning. We have your show, which is about prophetic stories on Saturday, 10 to 11. And then we also have other shows. We also have kids shows, which are done by kids for kids, really. So you have one show, which is, as I just said, the prophetic story shows on Saturdays. Then you have another show on Sundays, again, 10 to 11, which is more about parenting in Islam. That'll be a really interesting one as well.
Yes, Kanza, since I moved here, because of the COVID and everything, we are doing the homeschooling. Mostly all the parents are doing that. So I did couple of courses here in Pakistan, and also before moving here, I did one course from Milton Keynes, and it was how to do the parenting in Islam. And it was really very interesting and very insightful for me. So I wanted to share that knowledge with the listeners, and it's going to be, inshallah, really very good and very interesting for everybody to hear.
Yes, let's just hear your show ad for that then.
Parenting in Islam is about raising awareness of both deen and dunya. It's about understanding the ibadah, adab, and ikhlaqiyat. Join me, Sadia, every Sunday, 10 to 11 a.m. and let's share each other's experiences of parenting.
Great show at that one. I really enjoyed listening to your kids. So lastly, you also have a show on an iftar show as well, which will be more about your time in Pakistan on Thursdays, right?
Yes, and it's basically about how we are going to. Adil, would you like to tell something about the show?
I think first, apologies. Our kids were really excited to join in, but it's 11:30 here, so they're all snoring in their beds, so they couldn't join. So the lockdown in Pakistan, it's primarily just talking about the move back to Pakistan and how COVID has changed the lives, and comparing what are the differences between the life in Milton Keynes and the life in Pakistan, primarily Lahore. We will also be discussing the different food varieties, especially during the Ramadan, because Lahore is known for its food. And so we will be covering some bits from that perspective as well. And looking forward to doing the show. Obviously, Sadia is going to be too busy, but yeah, I have a small bit with her as well every week on Thursdays, as you mentioned.
Yes, perfect. Looking forward to all your shows as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Assalamu alaikum. I've got a lot of people joining now. Up next, we have Sarah Rumi, one of the management team members and production team member. I know I've given you a load of work this year, stuff that I would normally pick up. How are you finding that? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Hi everyone. Yeah, it's been going so far so good. So I'm in charge of doing all the pre-recorded shows and all the 99 names, hadiths, and the ads and stuff that you hear on the radio. I'm kind of in charge of editing that, make sure it sounds good for the radio and putting it on. It's been a challenge, but it's been really good to hear everyone's adverts and get really excited for what's about to come on the radio. It's going to be a really good year, inshallah.
So what's been the most enjoyable part of setting up those ads, etc.? Anything standing out at the moment?
I think at the moment it's kind of because I'm like getting to learn what all the shows are going to be about. So it's really exciting to like liaise with the presenters and get to like help them so they can create the content that they want to hear on the radio as well. So that's also good, yeah.
And are you doing a show this year? Because I know last year you did the what was it, the Revert show or something?
Yeah, I did the Revert show.
What happened?
Unfortunately, I'm not doing the show, but I know that Sister Hannah's doing the show. I know she's going to be more than amazing at it. So I'm really looking forward to listening on her this year. But yeah, I'll just be behind the scenes this year.
No problem. That's a huge amount of work in itself, and it's been really helpful having you on board, taking stuff off me. Yeah, anything you want to say to the people of Milton Keynes?
We've got some really exciting content this year for all the radio shows, and I think everyone should just listen in, have a good time, take in what's on the radio, and I hope everyone has a really good Ramadan. Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak to you as well. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, we have Sister Hala on the line as well. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam, Faisal and Kunza. It's so lovely to hear your voice again on Ramadan FM. How are you doing, guys?
Yours as well, Sister Hala. Yeah, we're good. Excited for hopefully Ramadan tomorrow.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
So you want me to speak about the Arabic programs?
Yes, you're doing quite a lot of them, and we would love to hear about them.
Absolutely. I mean, this year we have been really lucky because when I first advertised it amongst, the Arabic-speaking community, everybody was so excited, and we have so many lovely people. I mean, we are joined from Egypt by a scholar who, mashallah, has many qualifications from Al-Azhar University, and her, synoptic program, the question and answer book, is amazing because it's such a short program, like 2 minutes each, where she would address the most sort of controversial or problematic questions that people might have, things like having a dog in the house, or how we can make wudu while we're like wearing our socks, and what is the protocol for that, and how long should we do it. So it's really interesting because these are all the questions that might come to our mind. And then again, we're joined from another sister from Reading, and she is amazing, very creative, and she's doing the vitamin S kind of show, which is the salah, the sadaqah, the sabr, and the saum. So again, very short, vitamin that would be very beneficial to the spirit, as vitamins, are beneficial to the body. So that is another interesting one. And we've been lucky, we have two sisters here from Milton Keynes, again, a very good scholar who would be delving with us into the eloquence of the Holy Quran. That show is going to be in Arabic, and it just explores, the beauty of the different aspects of the Quran, the metaphorical uses, the use of different constants in Arabic. So that is quite exciting. And then we have the 90 names of Allah. So we chose some of them. And Shayma from Swansea, she's going to join us with Amal and myself. And this one is going to be a two-part one. So the first half is going to be in Arabic, and the second half will be in English. So everybody can enjoy and benefit from these. So also my son and my daughter, they have opted to make two programs for the youth, and that is exciting as well, because I think it's very important sector that should be addressed. And for the first year, they are taking part, so I'm quite excited. And I don't know, they're keeping it hush hush, so I don't know what they're going to be talking about. So I'm going to be a listener and enjoying it as well as you do, guys. So that's us.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
a lot coming up. Thank you, Sister Hala. Yes, both of your kids are getting involved as well this year, and we're really excited to have both of them on Ramadan FM as
Yep.
well.
Thank you.
And they're both really keen, so that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good opportunity for them, to be engaged and involved, and I think it's a great experience for them. And they will learn from the best, you and Faisal.
Yes, inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah. Let's have a listen to the advert for the Names of Allah show.
Thank you, Faisal. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
ذاق طعم الإيمان من رضي بالله ربا. هل تريد أن تذوق طعم الإيمان؟ إذن يجب عليك أن ترضى عن الله، ولن ترضى عنه إلا إذا عرفته بأسمائه وصفاته كما ذكرها هو في كتابه وسنة نبيه صلى الله عليه وسلم. مع هالة وآمال وشيماء سوف نتعرف على بعض منها من الساعة 2 إلى 3 عصرا كل ثلاثاء وجمعة بإذن الله.
So I'm trying to learn Arabic, but just don't understand enough to know what was said there. I think I picked up a couple of words, but really good. It sounded really good anyway. So yeah, I look forward to listening in and seeing if I can pick up any more Arabic words, inshallah.
Thank you, Faisal.
No problem. Okay, we've got a couple messages come through, so I'll just read those out, and then we've got a couple people waiting on the line as well. So the first one is from Sherza, who was on earlier. She says, super excited for our show, Ramadan Reading Retreat. See you on Saturday at 3 p.m. where we will discuss reading as transformational and be joined by some special guests as well. So look forward to hearing that. Another comments come through from Naveed, which says, looking forward to listening in during Ramadan. Yep, we're all looking forward. We've had a comment from Hamza, which is in Arabic. I think Hala's still on the line. I don't know if you can see the message and translate for us.
Sure, let me put my glasses on. And I'll be with you in a second. So what is Hamza saying? Right.
Assalamu alaikum, I think.
Give me a second. Right. Oh, he's saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. That's all what he says.
That was nice and easy, actually. I should have got that one. Okay.
I think we definitely need to listen to your show to learn more.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
We've also got Bushra, who's doing a show as well on poetry. She says, "Mashallah, Sarah has been amazing." Of course, she's been putting together all the ads and stuff and liaising with the volunteers.
Unless Sister Bushra means the other sister Sarah, who's also been amazing because she's been putting together all the posters. So both Sarahs been amazing.
Yeah, really, really good work there. It'll be nice I think we will hear from more of the management team soon. We've had one management team member on, still waiting for some of the others to join. But until then, let's go to Haroon, who's been waiting on the line. He's presenting, I believe, a couple shows this year. Assalamu alaikum, Haroon.
No, hey guys, how are you?
Wa alaikum salam. Good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just doing one show. It's Muslim stories from around the world, and it's just basically going to be me sitting down with someone I know who's from a different part of the world, and just talking to them about their experience of being a Muslim.
All right. Okay. Is it like a different guest each week, or how's
Yeah,
it work?
yeah, it's gonna be. I've asked like two people, and they are very excited. One is from born and raised here in the UK, but his parents are Pakistani. And then I have a girl from Kazakhstan, and I'm lining other people up. But yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
Definitely around the world then.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything like this before? Have you been on radio before?
Not really. This is my first time. I just kind of fell into it from the University Society, and I was like, oh, sure, let's do it. Sounds fun.
Yes, we do recruit across the UK. Try and
Yeah.
get as many varied presenters on as
Yeah.
possible. And your show sounds really exciting. Do you want to remind the listeners when it is?
It's on Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m. So yeah, it's pretty much in the middle of the day.
Perfect. Let's hear your show ad then.
Have you ever thought about how Muslims from other parts of the world practice their faith? How their experience of being a Muslim might be similar or different than yours? If so, join me every Thursday during Ramadan from 3 to 4 p.m. for my show, Muslim Stories from Around the World, where I sit down with a Muslim from a different part of the world in each episode and just talk to them about their life and their experience. That's Muslim Stories from Around the World, every Thursday from 3 to 4 p.m. with your host, Harun.
How does that sound, Haroon?
Yeah, that sounds very good. I'm just very nervous about Ramadan in general and then doing the show as well, so it's probably keep me grounded. Yeah. This is the first time I'm celebrating Ramadan away from other Muslims, so it's very, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It must be quite hard, especially because obviously you're still a university, not quite allowed to go into university and a home. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be your community during Ramadan, inshallah. And we're really looking forward to listening to your show.
Yeah, thank you guys. Allah
Thank
Hafiz.
you. Allah Hafiz. Okay, so now we have Muhammad Salim, who's Hala's son, as she nicely introduced him earlier in the show. Assalamu alaikum.
That is correct. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm well, just excited, right on the doorstep of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, and we've been given another year to observe this month, so just feeling really good. Alhamdulillah. How about you guys?
Yes, alhamdulillah, we're really excited. Still coming with the terms that might be, actually it is Ramadan tomorrow. KML actually just announced it, that it is definitely going to be our first Ramadan day tomorrow. And excuse the pun, and you'll all understand why this is a pun. But how did you get roped into doing this show?
I like that. So basically, my family and I have been enjoyers of Ramadan FM for the past few years since I can last remember. It's always been kind of a very important, integral part of our Ramadan. Like, we really enjoy it. We like the jingles. We like everything about it. The adhan, like, it's kind of our go-to during Ramadan. So I thought, you know what? I've been consuming and enjoying it for so long. Like, it's a good opportunity to now maybe contribute and give back and be a part of it as well. So when my mom mentioned to me that, the production team is asking for volunteers to do shows, I thought this time around it would be a really good opportunity to present a show myself. So alhamdulillah, here we are.
Yes. Great to have you on board, and thanks, Sister Hala, for bringing him on board. So why was that a pun then? Do you want to tell us why?
Yes, so as you guys may or may not be aware, I'm presenting a show, inshallah, this Ramadan, and it's called The Rope of Allah. So that was Kunza's pun. And yeah, I kind of chose that name. Of course, there's a beautiful verse in the Quran about holding on to the rope of Allah and not being divided. And obviously, as a show which I'm inshallah aiming for the young people, the youth community, the young men, I thought that it's kind of a lifeline that we often not forget, but we kind of take for granted, that we live in quite changing and volatile times, and we often overlook the blessing and the safety net and the safety boat that we have in our deen, in our religion, in our sunnah, in our Quran. So I thought that was a useful name and kind of get across the message that I was just trying to get across there. So that was the pun, very well put by you. And yeah, that was the thinking behind the name.
Perfect. Let's hear your show ad.
Lovely.
As a young Muslim growing up in the UK, I know firsthand the struggles of preserving your deen in modern society. But, أيها الإخوة, my dear brothers, do not despair, for Allah does not burden a soul more than it can handle, and He appoints His toughest trials to His strongest servants. Join me, Muhammad Salim, as we explore the divine Islamic wisdom from our great book and our great Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that will help us confront the core issues facing our youth.
Thank you very much for coming on, Muhammad. That sounds really good. I'm excited to hear that show for sure.
Thank you so much. And thank you for all your help and support throughout the production. Faisal, you've been amazing. And Kunza, of course, also.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll go to Sister Bushra next, who's been waiting, and then we'll hear from the head of Ramadan FM, Ruxana, as well. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Bushra. I can see you speaking, but I can't hear you. I don't know if your mic's not.
She's on mute.
Yeah, it wasn't on mute earlier. Okay, I'll move on to Sister Ruxana for now. If you just want to check your mic's plugged in, and then we'll come back to you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Ruxana.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Yeah, great. How have you been?
Yeah, not too bad. Excited that Ramadan is finally here. I've been listening to the show, doing a great job as always. And yeah, just very excited that Ramadan FM is switched on finally. You guys, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to the team, and you especially, Faisal. Being head of production is no easy task. Just to say, at the moment, just thank you, Faisal, Asif, Azhar, Kunza, Mariam, Muhammad Ajali, Munir, Saif, Sarah, and all of the production team, really, because production itself is massive. And to get this off the ground, it takes a lot of work, and especially working remotely is no easy feat. And welcome to the new members as well, Hannah. Roma, I think, is involved now, and the number of people that are engaging this year. Shazia, she's going to help us hopefully in production as well. It is just really testament to the quality of Ramadan FM. I don't know if people have sort of put Ramadan in Google, but people have reached out to us from other towns and cities this year. So to carry that on and sort of do a really good job is a massive thank you from me and everyone at MKMA as well. And as you say, Kunza, inshallah, Ramadan is tomorrow, first fast tomorrow. So, may all of us be blessed and have a successful Ramadan. May Allah bless all of you with health, success in your fasting, and good prosperity and peace and happiness. And we make the most of it. It's been a hard year for everybody. Well, more than a year now. And as we come out, hopefully, inshallah, out of lockdown, I hope that people can enjoy Ramadan and really, lift the spirits up, because I was just looking at the Ramadan FM website and the content on there, my goodness. For each of the shows, Sarah has done a great job creating a flyer and all of the work that's gone into, even a tiny advert where you're getting the wording right and all the background music right. It's just such a amazing task, really, when it all comes together and you see it like this. So if listeners out there are listening for the first time, do hop onto the Ramadan FM website at ramadanfm.com and just have a look, listen live, share the link with your friends. This year we are transmitting live to YouTube as well as Facebook. We're on Twitter, Instagram, all of the social media feeds are there. And if everyone sort of even shared it with one new person, this could really benefit a lot of people. And mashallah, we've got all of the really experienced presenters as well, which really enrich the shows. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it.
Fantastic. And you're doing a show as well this year?
I am. So my regular slot will be Sundays from 6 to 7, doing the discussion show, and I am in the process of securing those. I normally cover current topics, things that are sort of important right now. So I'm still securing those, but inshallah I'll have my first one. Well, this Sunday coming. So that's from 6 to 7. And I'm also involved in 2 other shows, and that's with Imam Ahmed. And we'll be talking about Hajj will be number 1, and that show is taking place on Tuesday the 20th of April from 7 to 8 p.m. And if anyone's got any questions, obviously we'll advertise it nearer the time, but if anyone has got a question about Hajj, Imam Ahmed will be able to answer those, inshallah. And then we've also got a marriage advice show on Tuesday, the 4th of May from 7 to 8 p.m. And, you know, Imam Ahmed was just saying to me during lockdown, the number of marital issues people were going through occupied a lot of his time. So I think that would be a really, really good one. And if people have got any questions, please, you know, keep them in your mind and use all of the avenues available to you to get in touch, hopefully when the show goes live.
Inshallah, they both sound really interesting shows and very relevant shows. So looking forward to listening to both of them. And of course, thank you as well for dealing with all our little things and
oh, no worries. I'm happy
as well.
Little things and big things.
Yeah, everything, basically everything.
Little things and big things, yeah. Oh, but doing a great show, guys, and yeah, really feeling Ramadan now. I heard you, Faisal, saying you weren't feeling that it was Ramadan. Is that just because you're so exhausted from the production?
It's because we're not in MK this year as well. Normally I'm with my family in MK, and you kind of sense Ramadan. But I'm starting to feel it now, especially with all these comments coming through, talking to the other presenters. It's starting to feel a lot more like Ramadan for sure.
Yeah, I don't feel that you've left. You're still here for me, so hello. Okay, all right. Well, I'll sign off and let everybody else have a go. But Ramadan Mubarak, everyone.
Ramadan Mubarak. Let's listen to your show ad.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Roxana. Join me on the discussion show every Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m, where I'll be covering some hot topics with my guests.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. We have brother Abdul Rais on the line, who's been presenting Ramadan FM for a number of years. I think when I got involved in 2010, you also signed up as a volunteer the same year. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam, Faisal. How are you?
I'm doing really well, yeah. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Alhamdulillah, Ramadan Kareem to everyone, all the listeners, and to everybody at Ramadan FM as well. Looking forward to, inshallah, joining or doing my first live show on Saturday, the health show, and then on Monday the Urdu show. So it's, you know, got quite a few interesting guests on ready as well to join me. So I hope we get people to listen in and to give us their views and their comments, or any questions that they'd like to ask. Looking forward to that. Just on Urdu show, of course, there are 3 different days that we're doing Urdu show on. I be doing on Monday, and then Kashif Raza is on Wednesday, and Zahida Rahman on a Friday. And inshallah, we'll have different topics and different guests. So that, you know, just would like everybody to come and join us and make 2021 another popular year as we have in the past. And you're right, yes, we did join about the same time, Faisal, which mashallah, we joined together, but your role is far greater than mine now. As us elders are going to take a back seat and let you youngsters carry forward. So
I don't feel young anymore these days. There's a lot of younger people who have trained up, who seem to be picking it up a lot faster than I am these days as well.
Well, mashallah, the more the merrier, and we need the youngsters to come forward, because they're the ones who've got to take this you know, radio station forward, inshallah, in the years to come. And mashallah, now, you know, we're live on YouTube as well as Facebook Live. So inshallah, we should be listened to worldwide. I'm going doing the promotions the best I can, and we all are. So inshallah, we should this year we should get a few listeners from abroad as well.
Yeah,
we normally get quite a few listeners from abroad, not even just from like countries I would have expect, like, you know, Pakistan, India, and so on, but like random countries as well, which I some of them I haven't even heard of, in remote parts of Africa, for example. So it's great. We have a lot of reach, and yes, please keep promoting Ramadan FM, keep promoting your shows, keep sharing the posters that Sarah's created for each and every one of you, and inshallah, looking forward to all the Urdu shows, your show, and of course the health show as well on Saturdays.
Jazakallah khair. So I'll listen into the rest of the presenters now, and I'll take a back seat now. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for coming on as well.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jazakallah. We'll be playing your ad, but I cannot see it in the system right now, so I will look for that and play it shortly, inshallah. Okay, we have a couple messages to read out, and then we'll go to Habiba, who's been waiting on the line. We have one from Nadia, who's also a presenter. She says, Assalamu alaikum, Faisal and Kunza. Ramadan Mubarak to you all. Then we have another message from somebody, well, not a message, just a symbol of like dua, etc., and a heart. Somebody called Ahmed as well. Great, thank you. Just keep your comments and your emojis. Quite a few emojis coming through right now as well. Keep them coming in, inshallah. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Habiba.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Sorry, I was just seeing if the audio and everything's working. I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Yes, good. I'm getting more and more excited, I guess. It probably does feel like Ramadan now.
No, I know. It really it's so surreal, and I feel like it's come by so quick, and you know, it's just a beautiful time, and I'm really excited, especially for the show. So this is my first week. This is my first time ever doing Ramadan FM, and I actually have 2 shows this month, which is amazing. Alhamdulillah. I've got one show that's called Honest Hour, which is on every Saturday from 2 till 3 p.m. And that's basically a really fun, you know, kind of young girls, young Muslim females discussing topics that vary from experiences like university, living out for university, mental health, like all these things that I think everyone kind of can relate to and understand, and yeah, like resonates with especially a lot of young Muslim girls. I think that's kind of where my inspiration and really my passion it comes from for that show. So that's on every Saturday from 2 till 3, inshallah. And then I also have another show on Monday from 4:30 till 5:30, and that's a book review for, and this is a very famous book, I'm sure so many people know it, Reclaim Your Heart by Yasmin Mujahid. It's a phenomenal book, and I would recommend everybody this Ramadan, if you don't know, you know, what to read, or you haven't got a book that you're looking forward to reading, I urge you to pick up this book and have a read. So that will be on Tuesdays, which is tomorrow, which is so crazy. But yeah, that'll be on tomorrow from 4:30 till 5:30, just, you know, talking about so much. That book is full of wisdom and touches on attachments and the diseases of the heart, and how do we basically, you know, achieve serenity in this world, really. So yeah, they're both of my shows in a nutshell, and I really look forward to hearing all the other shows, and I hope, you know, anybody can benefit from either one of the shows, inshallah.
Yes, inshallah. Looking forward to both of your shows. So how did you get involved in this year? Obviously you're Hala's daughter, but what happened this year? Why this year?
Yeah, no, so my mom, bless her, you know, she's been on this show, I don't even know how long now, but she's been on for quite a while, and every time, you know, she's like, I'm doing Ramadan FM this year, and I'd be like, oh, I really want to do it, but obviously, like, I was in university, so this is my final year this year, so I actually have much more time, and of course, everyone's studying from home, so I'm actually home for the time that the show is running, and so I was just so passionate to get involved, especially because because I feel like there's a niche in the gap for discussions from and by young Muslim women about young Muslim women's experiences, you know, in this modern age. And I think there's such a gap for that. And I have so many amazing conversations with my friends at university and, you know, just day-to-day conversations, which I'm like, this needs to be heard. This has to be heard by people. And I feel like so many people can resonate. So I think that's kind of where I like just jumped at the opportunity, really.
Yes, that's great. And obviously your book review as well. That'll be really good. So let's have a quick listen to your book review ad, and then we'll play Abdul Rais's health ad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Some say home is where the heart is. Others may suffer from heartache, and some are even described as wearing their hearts on their sleeve. Hearts are the center of our being, a vessel sensitive to the deeds of the body, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Join me, Habiba Salim, every Tuesday from 4:30 till 5:30 as we explore the ways in which one can attain a sound heart, reviewing Yasmin Mujahid's book, Reclaim Your Heart, which will hopefully help us learn how to preserve this spiritual organ in this ever-changing and turbulent world.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Abdul Rais. I've been presenting the health show on Ramadan FM since 2009 during the holy month of Ramadan. I shall be presenting the health show once again this year, inshallah, every Saturday between 6 and 7 p.m. Please join me for the health show this year once again and listen to the experts talk about various health issues every week. So that's the health show with Abdul Rais every Saturday, 6 to 7 p.m.
Great. So that was the health show with Abdul Rais on Saturdays, and also the book review show with Habiba, and obviously the other show which we didn't play the ad for, which is the Honest Hour show with Habiba as well. Looking forward to both of your shows, Habiba. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you so much, and I wish you guys all the luck as well with the show. And thank you, Faisal, for your hard work.
Thank you for your hard work as well.
Which is to come, hopefully. Thank you. Okay, so obviously we have quite a lot of shows lined up this year. This full show schedule is available on ramadanfm.com, where you can see what shows we have on, what time they're on, what days they're on, and obviously you also have all the posters on there as well, and obviously on the Facebook page as well. There you can check all the shows that have, for example, already played. If you missed it for whatever reason, you can watch it back and listen back to as well. And obviously they're on YouTube as well. So this year we're really covering all the platform. And one of the great things with YouTube is YouTube and smart TVs, they grow well together. So if you have a smart TV, we're streaming on YouTube. So if you want to then listen to us or watch us through your TV, why not? It doesn't just have to be limited to radio as well. So we have another comment on Facebook as well, which says Ramadan Kareem, and it's from Shabina. Thank you so much, Ramadan Kareem, to you too. And another one from Ahmed saying, mashallah, I look forward to all these shows. Yes, we all, inshallah. All these shows will be playing starting from tomorrow with some of our pre-recorded shows, and then it'll be the live shows in the afternoon, which will all be great. And all of this really can't really have been possible without all the amazing sponsorships that we have received as well. So the sponsors, they help us by actually being able to support the running of all Ramadan FM, and also the printing, for example, of the Ramadan FM timetable, which Sister Saira has made for us again this year. So if you haven't seen the Ramadan FM timetable, which is basically just the Ramadan timetable from MKMA, which we put together, is available again on our website, ramadanfm.com. So there you have obviously all the prayer times, the sahur times, and everything. And if you haven't had the chance to pick up a hard copy, there might still be some hard copies somewhere. So we drop them off in a variety of locations across Milsakins and meat shops, grocery shops, obviously the masjids, everywhere really. So if you find one, get yourself one. They look really good, mashallah. And going back to our sponsors, so we have a lot of sponsors this year. So we have GDK. Obviously, you all know who GDK is. If you don't, it's German doner kebab. Check them out. Iftar time, obviously, not before iftar. And grab yourself a doner from there. And we also have a pizza sponsor, so Caprino's. They are just beside Pepe's in MK City Center. And we also have quite a lot of charities that are sponsoring us this year. So we have Ummah Welfare Trust, Muslim Global Relief, and Families Relief. And they will be having their own charity slots on Sundays throughout the month. And we also have a grocery / meat store that is sponsoring us, and that's Al Ansar in Bletchley, who've also sponsored us previously. And of course, one of our oldest and most loyal sponsors, Adam Accounting Services. And you probably heard their ad since Ramadan FM really started, and hopefully, inshallah, you'll keep hearing their ad for many more years to come. So yes, thank you everybody for listening. And I don't know, Faisal, if you have anything else to add?
Yeah, so we have 2.5 minutes until the Maghrib Azan. After the Azan, we will have we'll have Quran by Muhammad Noreen, who passed away recently, was in the news. He has a very unique recitation, a sort of African flavor, if you like. You'll know what I mean when you hear it. Very unique, very nice recitation. So do stay tuned for that. After that will be the Isha Azan, followed by the Tarawih prayers. I believe we're broadcasting from the Islamic Center in Coffee Hall, followed by some Quran recitation that was recorded in the Haram last year. After that, we will have a talk. So every evening we have a talk at 11 p.m. And this week, it's a talk by Sheikh Abdul Hakim Morad, who is from the new Cambridge Mosque, the new eco-friendly Cambridge Mosque. So do listen out for that. I've just realized we haven't actually told them about our show this year. Do we want to do that?
Yeah, of course, our show.
Okay, so we're doing a show named the Faisal and Kunza Show. Original title. Last year we presented a show on a Hajj. The previous year we presented a show on our visit to Jerusalem, Masjid al-Aqsa. This year it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed topics. We'll be talking about holy places, holy books, Quran, Injil, etc. Holy nights, so the Isra wal Miraj, and the other holy night in Islam, which is the obviously what most people think is the 27th night, the night of power. And then we'll also be talking about holy money. We put the word holy in there just because it's to keep it consistent. Basically, halal money. We'll have a guest from Islamic finance guru on, Ibrahim. We won't be encouraging any type of specific investments, but we will be talking about what investing is and a halal perspective on that. So that'll be really, really interesting. On our first show, we've got Nasheed artist Saeed joining, who will be interviewing, and we'll also be speaking to the Imam of Cambridge, the new Cambridge Mosque, inshallah. So do stay tuned for that. It should be a good one. We will play our ad, and we'll also play the Maghrib Azan, which is actually only in 12 seconds. So we probably don't have time for the ad now. So I'll just say a big Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned to Ramadan FM this year, and hopefully it'll be a good one.
Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan.
This Adhan is sponsored by Muslim Global Relief.
There are over 1 billion people in the world